All right, Shalom. For the first, we give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Hamakav Kodash Barakathon. Double honor to the apostle and the elder of the great millstone, and to our argument across the globe, teaching the word truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. This is our Diet Nawa from the great millstone camp in Chicago. With a lesson, man. I'm just at the gig, thinking about this day, man. It's been a it's been a very spiritual day. With all the things that's going on, the World War III is here. You got those 10,000 cows, beef cows that were found dead. They say it was of the heat, but 10,000 cows don't die one day because of the heat. All right. The Pentagon is releasing new photos of the chariots, man. All right. There's a lot of judgment going on. But ultimately, we're seeing the fall of our enemy, man. And these are exciting times. All right. Salakia. This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy, man. And hey, we're in those times, brethren and sisters. All right, we're seeing the fall of our enemy, man. You're seeing the destruction of the dollar, daily losing its value. You're seeing the adversaries of America rallying together, making threats. Okay, ready to push those buttons and to send this place into oblivion. All right, you're starting to see the society breaking down as we speak, man. All right, you don't have to defund the police, man. Hey, Yahushua is gonna defund them through the Spirit, man. All right, 911 is not available in most cases unless you're actively being involved in a physical confrontation at that moment. All right, they're not coming for no domestics, so to speak. When I say domestic, I mean they're not going to call unless you're seriously getting your ass killed. All right, they're not coming for no robbery. They're not coming for no cat in the tree, man. All right, the gas is $5 all across the nation, the national average, and there's it doesn't seem to be any relief in sight. And we're not going to talk about the famine. All right, how the stores are empty. All right, and we're seeing the transformation of kingdoms, man. All right, and this is beautiful to see, man. All right, I never would have thought that I would see this place in such a disarray, and I actually know why. So, hey, let's rejoice in the fact that this place is falling, man. Let's rejoice in the fact that the Lord is beginning to serve recompense to Esau Edom. Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. All right? And heaven is rulership. Heaven is a condition, just like hell is a condition. All right? Well, who's sitting on the on the throne right now? Is Esau Edom. When I say the throne of his rulership here in America, man. Really in the world. All right? And just how lightning is quick, it's a flash. Hey, that's how Satan is going to be demolished. But a physical Satan, which is Esau Edom. All right? You get, I really didn't have much. I just, just going through brainstorming and just thinking about things. This is Job 20:5. It says that the triumphing of the, let's see. Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. All right? Although it seems like he's getting away or he's been gotten away, hey, the Lord is releasing the vials upon this place, man. The famine, the violence. You see, everybody coming against Esau, Edom, and his the way that he runs his country, man. You have people speaking out about the billions of dollars that's being sent to Ukraine. All right, but can't feed the poor. The scripture says he's not a keeper at home. You see? And the timing can't be more perfect, man. Yeah, man, let me see if I can get this. I got word it right. Come on, man. Isaiah start at 1. Isaiah 47:1, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. All right, this is no longer the place of reverence, man. All right, it become the place of ill repute. All right, this place has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand for many, many moons, man. All right, but now you're starting to see the roosters coming home to roost. All right, it's time for payback. It's time for recompense, man, for all the atrocities and the abominations, the murder, the unjust draconian measures and laws you put in order. Ultimately, for the taking and putting on your hands of the Israelites, man. All right? So take the millstones and grind meal. Uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. All right? Anybody ever seen a millstone? All right, it's anything that's placed in it, it's a wheel. All right, on top of another wheel. Sometimes it's on the inside and it goes around in a circle of another stone rock. And you take corn, you take wheat, and you grind it up. You see? And that's what this place is going into. It's going to go into the meat grinder, man. All right? And we're at the time where everything is a click away. Is a Google search away. And we're finding out that Esau's history is just that. His story. You see? Now you have the men of the Lord here. You have the prophets who are awake. They're alive and well, teaching this gospel, preaching the downfall of America. All right, and you have brothers all across this globe pushing out the word on a minute by minute basis, man. You no longer can hide yourself and say that you're the Jews, or that you're the Indians, or that you're the Egyptians. You see, your identity has been known. All right, the son of perdition has been revealed. Okay? We've read the books. We've seen the artifacts. And there's only one conclusion, hey, that you're the man, man. You're the wicked one. If not, then who is, man? You see? Your lies, your propaganda, your media, your control over the media is no longer working, man. We got alternative news. We have real reporters out there doing real reporting. Okay. And the truth is being revealed, man. And there's nothing that you could do to stop it, man. All right. The toothpaste is out the tube, man. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. Right? Your nakedness is uncovered, man. You try to butt in all the other nations' business, and they're boldly stand up against you. Talk about how dare you interfere in other nations' affairs. All right, talking about you want to help and that the people are choosing sides. But yet you're over here shooting Jake in the back, giving Jake 130 years for a bag of weed, roughly, the unfair and disproportionate prison sentences that you've been issuing out over the years to the Native Americans, to the Latinos, and especially the Negroes. You see, and for all of these, the Lord has issue with you, man. See, he came riding lowly on the coat, the foal of an ass, but now the Lord is coming back as a power, as a conquering lion, man. You see? And he's coming back in those things that you call UFOs, which are the chariots and the salvation of our people, man. You see? And these things are also being revealed. That your intent is to fight against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. He said, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. See, the Lord is only coming back to redeem of the elect. All right? The elect of Yahshua Allah. All right? The elect of Israel, man. It consists of the Native Americans, the Latinos, and the Negroes, man. Those tribes, those people make up the nation of Israel, whom the Lord has adorned, whom the Lord has loved. The Lord has created the earth for, man. You see? Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. Right? And we know the Chaldeans are known for their witchcraft and their sorcery, man. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms, man. Right, man. All right? You are no longer the glory of the world. You see? You got your GMO foods, you got your RFID system in place. You see? Got your chemtrails being sprayed in the air. Got your AI taking over the workforce. You see? Your roads, your infrastructure is failing. You have transformers in your military. You're no longer able to, or you are unwilling to feed your own people, to house your own people. You see, we got more vacant homes than we do homeless people here, man. You see, you lock up leftover food from restaurants in the garbage so the people cannot eat it. You see, you throw away metric tons a year, hundreds or thousands of metric tons a year in food, man. When I say food, I mean from restaurants, from your Jewels and your Walmarts, and and the world sees this, man. You got Turkey, you got India talking shit about you, talking shit to you, threatening you, man. You see, hey, you're the laughing stock of the world, man. Hey, and the top of that laughing stock is who? The President Joe Biden, man. I was wroth, verse 6, I was wroth with my people. I polluted mine inheritance and given them unto thine hand, and thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. All right? So the Lord gave us over into the hands of the wicked, but for a moment. You see, but the time that we have been under your rulership, so to speak, you have done nothing but oppress. You have done nothing but murder. You have done nothing but lie. You have done nothing but flood our children with this pedophilia propaganda, this pedophilia agenda. You have made our people to work until they're 60 and 70 years old. You see? You're taking away the Social Security, the Medicare, the 401ks. People work 30, 40 years on a job are retiring. Don't have enough money to sustain themselves, to feed themselves. They got to take up jobs at Walmart. You see? This is the kingdom that's not fit for kings. And the kings are the men of Israel, man. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart. Neither didst remember the latter end of it. All right? You, like wisdom of Solomon, you live deliciously, voluptuous. You live voluptuously, man. All right, he says, let us use every creature as in the day of our youth. You see, let the flower of our age pass you by. But guess what? In doing those things, hey, you forgot one thing. That at the end of the party, all right, it's time for the cleanup. And how about me outside finna clean this place up, man? So much so that he's gonna use thermonuclear fire to cleanse it, man. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children, man. This is the pride of Esau Edom, man. All right? You have not been touched on this soil, man. Hey, but guess what? Moab and Russia are in South America making their way north, man. You see? The murder of this place is done. You have people trying to pretend and fake it like ain't nothing going on. Hey, these people out here are hurting. It's only be a matter of time before your CTA workers and your CNA workers, your people who have these decent jobs, city jobs, hey, they're going to start to feel the pinch. Your state workers, they're not going to be able to keep up with the rate of inflation, man. With the rise of food, the rise of gas, the rise of the cost of living. But guess what ain't rising? Your goddamn paycheck, man. You see? Hey, and in another note, when you're preparing your soldiers for war to go over there to fight in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is World War III, or it was the Battle of Armageddon, they're not coming home, man. You see? You're gonna lose millions. You're gonna lose millions of people, man. This place is finna get destroyed. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day: the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. All right. It said these two things shall come in a moment, man. The loss of children and widowhood, man. You see? The Lord said it's going to take 1 hour to destroy this place, man. It said it's going to come into a perfection. It's going to be to the nth degree, man. None of these plagues are going to slack. All right? The Lord said every word that comes out of the mouth shall not return void, but accomplish it that it will, roughly paraphrasing. That's the perfection of these plagues. That's the perfection of the famine. That's the perfection of the judgment that's coming to this place, man. The eating of babies. The dire straits. The sedition among men. The dogs that tear. You see? These things are going to be unpreventable. You see? What's coming to this place is the anger and the fury of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me, man. Hey, you forgot that the Lord gave you these things, man. You see? You didn't gain these by your own power. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, man. So somebody gives you something, they have the power to take it away, man. You see? I'm going to read verse 11, and this is going to be it. This is verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. Desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know, man. All right? The Lord gonna come up, and the Lord gonna come as a thief in the night. And you think you're watching with your satellites, your space stations, all right, your radars. But guess what? The Lord gonna come in the moment you least expect it. And right now, He's just showing you that He's on His way by these plagues. You see? So that one is called Halal, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles in the elder great millstone. Next time, Shalom and a Bible ball.